We all know that feeling. The alarm rings, your body screams 5 more minutes, and your mind whispers, you don't feel like it today. And so, you skip the workout, delay the task, or tell yourself tomorrow. But what separates those who dream from those who win is the ability to do what they don't feel like doing. This right here is the hidden power of discipline. Motivation is like a spark. It feels great when it's there, but sparks fade fast. Discipline, on the other hand, is the fire you build every single day by showing up when you don't want to. Think about it. Anyone can act when it's easy, but real growth happens when it's hard. Every time you act against your feelings, when you work tired, study bored, or push through laziness, you're literally rewiring your brain. You're teaching it that action comes before feeling. And that's the moment discipline begins to form. Our brains are wired to avoid discomfort. It's called the path of least resistance. Your mind wants the easy way out. But here's the twist. When you push past that resistance, when you run even though you're tired, when you read instead of scrolling, you activate the part of your brain responsible for growth, willpower, and focus. That's why successful people seem unstoppable. They've trained their brains to ignore feelings and follow principles. It's not that they don't feel lazy. It's that they've learned not to listen to it. You don't have to overhaul your life overnight. Discipline doesn't grow from massive changes. It grows from tiny, consistent actions. Start with this rule. Do one small thing you don't feel like doing every day. Maybe it's making your bed. Maybe it's reading 2 pages when you're tired. Maybe it's waking up 5 minutes earlier. Every small act builds mental muscle. And soon, those small wins stack into unstoppable momentum. Remember, discipline is built in private long before it's celebrated in public. Let's talk about Alex, a normal guy who wanted to get fit. For years, he'd start a workout routine and quit after a week. He told himself the same story. I just don't feel like it today. Until one day he made a deal with himself. No matter how I feel, I'll just show up. The first week, miserable. The second week, still hard. But by week 4, he stopped negotiating with his feelings. 6 months later, he didn't just lose weight. He gained self-respect. He realized something powerful. Discipline wasn't just about workouts. It was about becoming the kind of person who keeps promises to himself. And that's the real transformation. Here's how you can build your own discipline, starting today. 1. Start small. Stay consistent. Pick one area of your life. Exercise, study, or personal growth. Don't aim for perfect. Aim for consistent. 2. Remove emotion from decision-making. When it's time to act, don't ask, do I feel like it? Just do it. Feelings are temporary, but regret lasts. 3. Track your wins. Write down each time you did something despite not feeling like it. Over time, those check marks become proof. Evidence that you can trust yourself. 4. Reward effort, not outcome. Celebrate the act of showing up. Even when it's hard, that's where confidence is born. Remember, discipline is not punishment. It's a form of self-love. It's saying, I deserve to keep the promises I make to myself. One day, something magical happens. You wake up and realize you don't need motivation anymore. You act automatically. You don't argue with your feelings. You simply do what needs to be done. That's when you understand. Discipline isn't about fighting yourself. It's about becoming your best self. When you master the art of doing what you don't feel like doing, you unlock freedom. Freedom from procrastination, doubt, and regret. Because the truth is, you'll never always feel ready, but you can always choose to show up. So the next time you don't feel like it, Remember this: the pain of discipline is temporary, but the pain of regret lasts forever. Every small act of discipline today is building a stronger, wiser, more powerful version of you tomorrow. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to do what you don't feel like doing. Again and again and again. Because that's how you win. That's how you rise. That's how you become unstoppable.